sugar bone?
A little man came rolling home.
Well, what's not? I don't know anymore. Do you? That's all right. I think 3 verses is good enough.
I think so. You don't seem too thrilled with that song now, do you, Ellie?
Oh, no. She loves to be sung to.
Oh, I see.
Come here, cutie. What's your hand?
Thanks. What happens when you get angry at the daddy of your kid?
I hope our child is as beautiful as Allie. Oh, don't mind beautiful. Just hope that they sleep a lot.
Why?
First.
I thought they slept the whole night through after the first few months.
The first few months can be a very long time when you're not getting any sleep.
Oh, yeah, I get your point.
You know, though, it's true that there isn't a feeling that's more wonderful, more sweet than holding your own baby in your arms.
I hope I feel that way.
Oh, you will. I know you will. Your baby will be the best thing that could ever happen to you. Next to meeting your
Husband. You were going to say husband, right?
I'm sorry.
No, Amanda, it's okay. I face the likelihood that I'm not going to have one.
You may be wrong.
You think so?
You know, your baby is going to be Allie's cousin, her first one.
Yeah.
And she's also going to be my mother's second grandchild. Now, that's got to mean something.
Yeah, to you maybe, but not to your mother.
My mother has been known to change her mind. Not very often, I admit, but it could happen.
Well, until it does. If it ever does. Amanda, I don't want to cause any problems between you and your family. And I think that under the circumstances, we should end our friendship.
Well, I'm gonna clean these up, and then I'm gonna block the opening shots of the documentary.
You gonna be working on that all day?
Yeah, pretty much. Why?
Well, I was wondering if you and Marley wanted a 4-star lunch. Thinking maybe you ought to come by Mary's place.
Not today, Vince.
Corned beef and cabbage a la McKinnon.
I gotta take Marley into the hospital.
Oh. Something wrong?
No, she's just having another fertility test.
Oh.
She's pretty desperate about having a baby.
It's not absolutely sure that...
Well, that's what the doctor says in California, but Marley's not gonna take no for an answer. How about me what?
Well, maybe it's your fault.
What are you talking about, my fault?
Well, I don't mean fault. I mean, maybe it's your problem.
Wait a minute. Are you trying to say that we might not be able to have a baby because of me?
Well, it's been known to happen, you know? I mean, they do have tests for men.
Yeah, I've heard.
Well, even if it wasn't your problem, wouldn't it make Marley feel better to know that you took a test, too?
She's working a 14-hour day, Ada.
I hear her going to bed late.
And it's hard work, detailed work.
Well, she's got a lot of energy.
But she looks tired, extremely tired.
Rachel can handle it, Mac.
I should be able to help her. I should be able to go into the office a couple hours a day for her.
Forget about it. The board said no, so it's no.
I got it!
Ah, that voice would shatter glass from here to Saskatchewan.
Dr. Jamie Frame, MD.
Thank you, Vivian. Hello, Jamie.
Mac, Grandma.
Smile when you say that, Doctor.
It's not a day for smiles, Grandma.
Sorry about that.
What is it, Jamie?
Lisa gave me back my ring. Doesn't want to see me anymore.
I'm sorry, Jamie.
Well, women are funny about engagements, you know? They'll give you the ring back one night and take it back the next day.
Can't tell you how much I wish that were true.
Look, Vince, Marley is the one with the problem, not me.
Well, You are now a doctor?
The doctor in California said that Marley will probably never conceive.
Yeah, but you didn't buy that.
No, not 100% I didn't.
Well, it's only 100% when all the tests are no, including yours.
Why are you bugging me with this?
Look, aren't you the guy who said you'd do anything, go anywhere?
Yes.
Well, so go. Do. Jake, look. Listen to me. Pride can be a man's worst enemy. I mean, it can eat away at a marriage if you don't watch out for it.
You think I'd let that happen?
Oh, no, no. You're too smart. It's guys like me who have to learn the hard way. Hey.
Vince, you and Mary have a super marriage.
Now. But years ago, when things weren't going well for me, pride kept me from facing up to things that were too tough to look at. So I drank.
It's not gonna happen to me.
Well, I didn't think it happened to me either, but it did. And I lost Mary.
You're saying I'm gonna lose Marley?
Are you willing to risk it?
Man, you sure are making me feel great today, aren't you?
Oh, hey, you're right. Don't listen to me. I mean, you're gonna do the right thing.
Okay, Vince, I'll talk to Mary today and I'll have her make an appointment at the hospital for me.
You probably would have done that without me saying anything.
You really think that I would stop being your friend?
The thought crossed my mind.
Vicky, no. I'll always be here for you.
Amanda, do you know how much your mother resents our friendship?
Well, I can work that out with her.
Can you really?
We've already agreed to disagree on your baby.
And what about Jamie?
He, avoids the subject altogether.
He doesn't talk about it at all with you?
No, not anymore.
Oh, wow. I thought everyone was talking about me and my baby.
Most people, I guess, have their own problems.
Well, my problem has become other people's problem. Lisa breaks off the engagement. Jamie's miserable. Your mother's hostile towards me.
Wait a minute.
Felicia...
What did my mother say?
She, told me that Jamie's not the father of my child.
That is not fair. Vicky, I'm so
No,
sorry.
It's all right, Amanda. It's just a mother trying to protect her son.
Well, she shouldn't have to. Jamie is a grown man. He can protect himself.
I wish I could figure out a way that he would protect me.
Just give it time.
I don't have that much time,
Well,
Amanda.
just a couple of days.
Yeah, and
a
then
week.
what?
Then tell him how you feel. Tell him what you need. Just be honest with him.
And then what if he still avoids me?
Give him more time. But look, don't pressure him. Because he and I are just like our mom. We don't budge under pressure.
Yeah, keep that in mind. Oh, no.
What's
oh,
wrong?
no. Amanda,
What
the
is it?
feeling.
That nausea?
Yeah.
Do you want a couple crackers?
No, it doesn't work for me. I'm going to have to get my doctor to think of a new idea. I'm going to see her today. Oh, man.
Oh, okay. How about lying down? Lying down.
Yeah, good idea.
Here, put your feet up.
Oh.
Hey.
Yeah.
There.
Uh-huh.
Better?
Yeah, thanks.
Comfy? Oh, this feeling will pass in a couple of months.
I certainly hope so.
And then you'll feel terrific.
If I can stop being afraid.
Afraid of what?
Amanda, I'm always afraid that something is wrong with my baby.
Oh, don't you hate that?
Why, you know the feeling?
Oh, Vicky, I'm sure 90% of pregnant women have gone through that. That feeling can eat you up if you let it.
I just wish I knew.
Look, just concentrate on that beautiful baby that you are gonna have. It'll make it all worthwhile.
The day Amanda was born was one of the happiest days in my life. Remember, Ada?
I thought we were going to have to lock him up.
It made everything else in life seem trivial.
You know, I've heard the same thing from other guys.
Did they tell you about the responsibility that goes with it?
And that's true, too.
This is a tiny little helpless life we're talking about.
Grandma, I am a doctor. I have seen newborn babies.
Did you take one home with you?
No, not yet.
Do you really want to get involved in raising a child?
Well, it's not that simple, Grandma.
You know, I remember when Steve found out that you were his son. That was it. He'd do anything for you.
Yes, I remember.
He made Rachel's life impossible, but he did that because he loved you.
I remember that, too.
Steve always said that the most frustrating thing was part-time parenting. You think you can handle that?
I'm willing to try.
What if, Vicky marries somebody?
Well, I don't want another man raising my child, if that's what you're thinking.
Well, I think you had better start working something out with Vicky.
Mail call. You got some pretty exotic stamps here, Mr. Corey. If you don't keep them, can I have them?
Of course, Vivian. Thank you, Vivian.
This one from Ghana, this one from Singapore, and there's 2 from Romania.
Thank you, Vivian.
It's okay.
Vivian, I've got some lunch warming up in the oven.
Is that what smells so good?
Yeah, it's for Rachel, and I have to babysit for Amanda. Would you take it out of the oven in 15 minutes?
15 minutes.
Yep. And take it to Brava?
Brava?
Yeah, that's where Rachel works, in Mac's office.
Is that at the Corey complex?
That's right.
That place is enormous.
That's why they call it a complex.
I always get lost in places like that.
Come with me, Vivian. I'll get you a map of the complex. Then you can't possibly get lost.
Deal.
You want to come to Amanda's with me?
Amanda's.
Vicky lives across the hall. You could stop in and say hello.
Oh, I hate all this waiting around time.
Me too.
Let's leave then.
Marley, we are going to find out how come we can't have a baby.
Well, we could do it another time. Say a year or 2.
Marley.
I'm serious, Jake. We have plenty of time. We're still young.
What are you afraid of?
The doctors here will say the same thing as the doctor in California, Jake. I'm never going to be able to have a child.
There is no such thing as never anymore. If you have a problem, even if I have a problem, there is still a way for us to conceive.
What do you mean, if you have a problem?
I'm getting tested today.
What for, sweetheart?
Infertility, isn't that what we're here for?
Well, why should you go through something like that? You don't have anything wrong with
Honey,
you.
listen to me. We are going to go through this together.
Okay. Thank you so much for setting up these appointments
Yeah,
for
we
us.
really appreciate it.
I'm glad I could help. Well, do we start the test right away?
Not right away. First, they have to do all that boring stuff about getting your history and your family's history and all of that.
All right, how long will that take?
I don't know, but if it doesn't take too long, they might start on the test today. There are so many tests these days and so many possible treatments if there's a problem.
I hope none of them will be necessary.
I do, too. And that is, of course, another possibility. But isn't it a comfort to know if you do need it, it's there?
You're right.
Okay. I'm going to walk you down to Dr. Wellstetter's office. But before we go, would you like to talk to me or discuss anything or ask anything?
I can't think of anything, can you?
Nothing off the top of my head.
Well, fine. Then after you have the tests and after you've discussed the medical aspect with your doctor, if you want to, we could sit and discuss the problem, if there is a problem, and how it might emotionally affect your lives.
Well, I hope that won't be necessary.
I do, too. Okay, you guys ready?
Ready? Okay.
Let's go. I can't find it.
Okay, listen up.
Oh, good morning, Captain.
I said listen up. Now, I'm going to say this one time.
We're listening, Captain.
Am I looking at you?
Sorry.
Now, this is for you, Grady. You're the public relations chief, right?
Right.
Good. So prepare for action right now. There's a documentary cruise descending on us.
Documentary?
You heard me. Now, you're going to be the liaison between the director and the force. Understood?
What are they going to be shooting?
They haven't told me yet, but it's your job to see that they don't make dopes out of us, or something worse.
How do I do that?
By sitting on top of it, you get advance approval of the shooting script, the rough cut, the final cut.
Captain, I don't know anything about documentaries.
Get a book from the library, then. Nobody here's gonna teach you.
So, well, I think you better take a long lunch hour today, Grady. It's gonna be the only break you get for months.
I don't need a break. This is great.
Oh, come on.
You bet. Now I have something to fill up my days.
Surprise! Look who's here.
Jamie.
She doesn't look too happy to see us, Grandma.
Oh, I am. Of course I am.
Well, I didn't come to see her anyway. I came to see my pal here, my beautiful little Allie. She doesn't talk back yet. Do you, sweetheart? Look at this. She's grown an inch.
Grandma, you just saw her yesterday.
Well, an inch a day.
Do you want a cup of coffee or soda?
No, actually, I came by to see if Vicky was here. Do you know if she's home?
She just went out.
Opie, I picked you up without asking Mommy.
Oh, that's all right.
Oh, it's all right.
So where is she?
She just went to the doctor's.
Yeah, so is something wrong?
No, it's just routine.
She's okay, right?
Other than the usual anxieties.
Well, like what?
Oh, she's worrying that the baby's gonna be all right. Will everything go smoothly?
Oh, that's ridiculous. She's young and healthy.
And alone.
No, Amanda, don't start in on me, okay?
I just think you should spend more time with her.
And you should stay out of it.
She's my friend.
Hey, guys, knock it off.
Listen, I am only
Scaring the
concerned
baby.
about the baby. If I could help it, I'd never talk to the mother again.
Bumpity-dum.
What'd I do?
Rita? Well, whatever it was, you don't win the Diplomacy Award of the Year.
Oh, well, thank you. I feel much better now.
You know how your brother is when he's under pressure. You're just like your mother.
You know, I gave that exact advice to Vicky this morning. Maybe I should have listened to it.
You want some of my advice?
I think I'm gonna get it anyway.
If you try to influence Jamie's decision, you're only gonna make things worse. Yeah, right? Right?
I'm Wally Kurth.
Mama.
Yes.
How's it going?
Those aren't for me.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Oh, Evan, come on. I haven't even made a dent in what you gave me last night.
Well, I had assumed that you would have taken those home.
I did take them home. I couldn't get through all of that last night.
Oh, really?
Evan, there is such a thing as a family life, you know, or you would if you had one.
Well, that may be true, but, running this company, you have to read and evaluate these reports.
I know that, Evan.
If it would make you happy, I would be glad to take some of this off your hands.
It would make me very happy.
But that may remind you that I don't have the authority to make decisions based upon my evaluations.
Are you asking for the authority, Evan?
No, what's the point? It's not my company.
You're right, it isn't. I don't know how Matt coped with all of this all these years.
He's a very special man.
Yeah, well, I'm just beginning to realize just how special. Isn't there some way we can work it out so he can at least make decisions around here?
No, the board was very clear about that.
All right.
He's to stay out of Corey business until the charges are dropped.
Right. More stock transfers. Look at this.
Are you certain these aren't duplicate records from other reports? I mean, it happens quite often. Come on, there's no way around it. Everything has to be read.
Yeah, terrific.
Come on, Mrs. Corey. You can do it. You just have to allocate a large block of time.
Get out of here!
Come on, you can do it. I'll see you later, all right?
Okay. Miss Mrs. Corey, I'm going to be out of the office for a while. I'll let you know when I get back. Don't go away.
Well, now, that wasn't so bad. What is the next step?
Well, I guess it all depends.
Mary, I'm serious. What happens if I cannot conceive?
Oh, honey, I'm sure the doctor will explain all of that in detail.
I know, but can't you give me the slightest hint?
Well, gosh, I only know what I've read. I know that there is artificial insemination. There are fertility drugs. There's in vitro fertilization. There are really incredible things going on these days.
All right, now what happens if all of those fail?
Can we have a slightly positive attitude here?
Please, Mary, what happens if all of those procedures fail?
Well, I guess the bottom line is there is always adoption. But why are we even talking about this now? Let's not get into making plans or decisions until we know what your options are.
Okay. Thank you so much for helping us through this time.
I really am glad to be able to do it.
I guess it's just been extremely difficult for us.
I understand that. But think how lucky you are to have in Jake a husband who is willing to put aside the very well-known McKinnon macho to help make it easier for you.
Well, your nephew is one wonderful man.
I think a lot of what's good in him comes from knowing you. And I really, really believe that with the love that you have for each other and a positive attitude, if you want children, there will be children in your future.
Hi, honey. Is she awake? Oh, great. I don't even get, hi, honey, you look wonderful. I love your new jeans.
Where is she? Where is she?
She's with Grandma.
I'm Grandma.
My Grandma.
Oh. Oh. Well, I guess I have no excuse. I have to go back to work now.
Hello. Spend time with your daughter, maybe? I know I'm not as cute and cuddly as Allie, but...
Oh, honey, I'm sorry. I don't mean to ignore you.
I know, it's just your work schedule, that's all. But every time you do stop by, Allie does get all of your attention.
Well, that'll change. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't apologize. I mean, there's no way you can spend time with everybody with that crazy work schedule of yours.
I don't know how long I'm going to be able to go on doing it.
Well, can't you ease up on yourself a little?
And let Corey Publishing down?
Well, maybe you could use more help.
I've got all the help I need. I mean, even Jamie has agreed to do some reading for me.
You know, he stopped by this morning.
Did he?
Mm-hmm. He came by to see Vicky, but she wasn't around.
Good.
Let's not get into it.
I don't understand why he has to get involved with her.
She is having his child.
Yes, I know. We know that.
I don't understand how you can be so callous about this.
She's making him miserable.
She's not exactly on cloud nine.
She brought it on herself.
You can't be sure of that, Mom.
Boy, she's really gotten you fooled, hasn't she?
She's done no such thing.
She's using you to get to Jamie.
She's not using anybody. All she needs is a friend.
She's never needed one before.
She happens to be having a very difficult pregnancy. Now, this child is going to be part of our family. If you don't start forgiving Vicky now, you're not even going to know your own grandchild. Hello?
Mrs. Fowler, this is Rick Graham.
Yes, what is it?
Well, I still have a few questions to ask you about the Marston case.
Well, this isn't a very good time.
Well, I could come over there if it's more convenient.
No. I'll come down the station.
Now?
As soon as I can get there.
Okay, I'll see you then. I'll try not to take up too much of your time.
Yeah, right. Bye.
You're going over to the police station?
Well, Detective Graham has not exactly given me much of a choice.
I'll go with you.
No, I don't want you to be upset. I'll go alone.
Well, then go over and see Zach first, okay? You shouldn't go over there and be questioned without consulting with him first. Do you understand? Eager about Sam? What does that mean?
Well, Caroline wants to exhibit his work.
Oh, that'd be terrific. But you don't need my okay for that.
Well, her Chicago gallery has no space. She barely has enough room to show the artists that she already handles.
Where are you going with this?
Well, she needs to expand, and she has no cash. That's the bottom line.
No expansion, no Sam?
I'd hate for that to happen.
Well, so would Sam and Amanda.
Now, she's very proud of his work.
I see where this is going. Money is what is needed here, right? On her behalf?
A loan at almost any terms would be acceptable.
Will you co-sign the loan?
Me? Of course. I mean, that gallery's going to be a huge success, and so is Sam.
Sam's artwork would have to be prominently displayed, not in any back room.
Well, Caroline might go for a private showing if she knew that all the right people would be there.
That could be arranged.
Then it's a done deal.
You'd have to guarantee that no one would know I was involved in this.
Oh, I understand that completely. And you have my word on it.
All right, have the papers drawn up.
Well, right away. And I've taken up enough of your time, and I'll let you get right back to work. If you'd like, I could stay here for a little while, and we could do some of this work together.
I'm afraid I couldn't get a hold of my attorney.
No problem.
Well, I'm not about to answer any questions without him being here.
Well, these will just be general questions, minor stuff.
I know my rights, officer. I don't have to cooperate, and I won't. So don't bother wasting your time.
Rick, Delaney's on the warpath. He's looking for you.
Amanda. Hello, Lisa.
Well, I'll be back, I hope. Oh, please don't leave, Mrs. Fowler.
I'm sorry you have to go through this, Amanda.
Yeah, so am I.
Rick's basically a good guy. This is his first big case. He's eager.
He's also rude, abrasive, and very, very wrong.
I know you don't have anything to do with Marston's disappearance.
No one in my family did.
I know that.
I've got to get going.
Rick did ask you to stay.
Look, I shouldn't have come down here in the first place. I didn't have to.
Look, Amanda, he'll get a court order if you leave. You might as well just stay and get it over with.
You know, there's something that's been bothering me, Lisa.
Oh? What's that?
Why didn't you tell Jamie about Vicky's pregnancy when you first found out?
He'd make a great cop, Amanda. That's quite a question.
Didn't you think he deserved to know?
I didn't know how to break it to him.
Well, you made a bad situation worse.
I know that, Amanda.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come across being so smug.
It's okay. It's over now, so I might as well tell you my side of it. I believe Vicky got pregnant deliberately to take Jamie away from me.
I know Vicky pretty well, and I really don't think she's capable of doing that.
Well, you may know her pretty well, but I know her very well. Vicky doesn't do anything unless it's to her advantage. And that includes making a friend of you. So she'll have an ally in the Corey family.
I got here as soon as I could. You startled me, Vivian. And now it's cold. What's cold? I'm not sure, but when I took it out of the oven, it was real hot. Lunch? Mom made me lunch? And she's probably going to blame me because now it's cold. It's not your fault. How long have you been waiting for me? Too long. Great. Anybody come in looking for me? Nary a soul, Mrs. Good.
Excuse me, may I come in?
No, not if you're going to give me more papers to read.
Well, this should only take a couple of hours.
Evan, you're drowning me in paperwork.
I'm sorry, but I thought we agreed not to complain about being overworked.
I didn't agree. You might have agreed. I didn't. Hi. Oh, sorry. Evan Bates, Vivian Garrow.
Nice to meet you.
You look like someone.
I beg your pardon?
Vivian works for us at the house. I wish I'd remembered my glasses.
Well, I'll let you get back to that.
Mrs. Wheeler! What? Mrs. Wheeler had a friend just like you. What are you talking about? That's where I know you from, New York City.
You must be mistaken. I don't know any Wheelers.
Well, I could be wrong. Lord knows it's happened before. Vivian is nearsighted. That's deeply personal, Mrs. Corey. Sorry, Vivian.
Excuse me, I'll let you two get back to what you're doing. I'll talk to you later, Mrs. Corey, and it was nice meeting you, Vivian.
Well, I'll let you get back to work. Oh, no, no. Stay. Keep me company while I eat. Oh, thanks. Oh, boy. Well, now you can tell me, what's been going on with Iris?
Anything's possible.
Hello there. Hi. I'm looking for Sam or Amanda Fowler, please.
Well, they're not here right now. I'm taking care of the baby.
Well, can I leave a note, please?
Sure. Can I get you a pencil and paper?
Thanks. I've got some in my bag.
What are you looking at?
Oh, am I disturbing you?
Oh, no. I'm Amanda's grandmother, Ada Hobson.
Oh, forgive me. I'm Caroline Stafford. Lovely to meet you.
Uh-huh. What do you want Amanda and Sam for?
Well, actually, I'm interested in exhibiting some of Sam's paintings. I've got a Chicago art gallery.
You are? Mm-hmm. No kidding. What a terrific idea.
Well, listen, make sure you tell him I stopped by, okay?
Oh, sure, I will. Hey, do you have to go so soon? I mean, would you like a cup of tea? I'm having one.
Oh, I tell you, I really would like to sit down for a minute.
Good.
Thanks a lot.
Okay. The baby, is finally taking her nap.
Oh, I'll be quiet then.
Oh, don't worry about it. Allie can't sleep through anything.
Oh, that's fantastic. It's really great. I mean, look at the composition.
Yeah, I love that, too. I've been kind of hinting at it for a birthday present. But,
you know, Sam's a very talented young man.
Yeah, thanks. Go ahead. He's also a very nice young man. How do you like your tea?
Oh, nice and strong, thanks.
Just like me. Good.
So you really love Sam's work, too, Mrs.
Hobson, but you can call me Ada.
Oh.
Oh, I sure do love Sam's work. So does my daughter, Rachel. She's an artist, too.
You're Rachel Davis's mother, of course.
You know who she is?
I admire her work, too. I just saw her the other day at Bravo.
That's my girl.
You must be really proud of her.
I'm very proud of all of my family. Especially my beautiful granddaughter who just walked in the door.
Ah.
Caroline, I wasn't expecting you.
Just a spur of the moment.
Well, I'm sorry I wasn't here.
Oh, look, I'm not fussed at all. I met your lovely grandmother.
Oh.
Well, the compliments are flying.
No, look, I really got to go now.
Well, when could we be hearing from you?
Well, I tell you what, if I really am interested in representing him, I'll call you in a couple of days, okay?
And what if you're not?
Look, you're going to hear from me either way, okay? Look, bye-bye. I've got to run, and sorry about the tea, but I've really got to make it.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Another time.
See you later, Amanda.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye now.
Isn't she great?
Yeah, she's okay.
Well, you were all smiles.
Well, I was being PR for Sam. I mean, I hope she buys a lot of his pictures.
I know, so do I. I'm hoping for a lot of things.
How'd it go at the police station?
Well, I couldn't get a hold of Zach, so Rick postponed the questioning for a while.
Honey, that Marston case is gonna fall apart. I mean, what kind of cases have they got? They haven't even got a body.
That's just the point. I don't understand.
What don't you understand?
I think there's more to this than what they're telling.
What was it about Evan that reminded you of Iris?
Well, she had a lot of young men in her social circle. In her inner social circle, if you know what I mean.
Got the picture.
I guess you two still aren't close.
Delicately put, Vivian.
Thank you.
You think Evan really knows Iris?
I'm not sure. There were so many men that were coming in and out of that house. There were tall men, there were short men.
You think Evan was one of them?
He may not be the guy.
What guy?
Well, Mrs. Wheeler was closer to some men than she was to other men.
How close?
Mrs. Corey?
This could be very important to me, Vivian.
That close, okay?
Got it. Evan reminded you of one of those?
Yeah, but you know how I am. Sometimes I mix things up.
Yeah, that's right, you do.
Anywho, Mrs. Wheeler tried to keep that part of her life private for me, but I'm nobody's fool.
No, you're a quick one.
And I pride myself on knowing everything that's going on in a house. Oh, don't worry, Mrs. Corey. I wouldn't be nosy in your beeswax. And besides, you're not anything at all like Mrs. Wheeler.
You're right, I'm not.
Oh, holy smokes. I have to get back because I promised Hilda I'd spell her this afternoon.
Okay, bye.
This might be dessert.
I'm glad I found you. I wanted to have a little talk.
You're going to let me go because I'm clumsy and because I put my feet in my mouth.
Hold it, Viv. Nobody thinks that about you.
Mrs. Wheeler frequently does.
Relax, Viv. Take a deep breath. Now, come and sit down.
Are you sure this is all right?
Why shouldn't it be?
Well, Mrs. Wheeler.
Vivian, you don't work for Iris anymore, remember? Now, come on, sit down. Tell me all about her. How is Iris?
Well, she doesn't change much.
Does she ever mention me?
Oh, no.
Would it be all that tragic if she did?
Your name is forbidden in the house.
Ah, yes. I was afraid of that. Still,
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
it's all right. She's probably never forgiven me, even after all these years, for not telling her she was adopted.
She does hold a grudge, sir.
Yeah, well, it's a pity. It's a real pity.
She's become a different woman, though. Really, she has.
Really? In what way?
Well, ever since she got to know who her real mother was, she's become, I think, a better person.
But from what you've said, she doesn't sound all that different to me.
Well, I think I tend to provoke her more than most people.
No, you mustn't blame yourself. I shouldn't say it. But Iris was always rather self-centered, huh?
Yeah, she still is that in many ways. And she also has a lot of tantrums, but I don't think that she's as stuck up with people who aren't as lucky.
Well, that's real encouraging, isn't it?
I'll get it. Well, okay, I'll go see what Hilda's up to.
Matt Corey.
Same old confident voice.
Who is this?
Blast from the past, Mac. Recent past.
Marston.
Bingo. Not every day you get a telephone call from a dead man, hmm? So, how's it going since I passed on? The Corey family having fun?
Where are you?
You don't really think I'm gonna tell you, do you?
Well, get back here and clear these charges against me.
Mac, your days of giving orders are over.
You're not going to get away with this, you know.
Oh, on the contrary, I already have. Everything's working just like it's supposed to.
I'm calling the police now.
I think that's a good idea. You tell them that the dead man called you. They'll think you cracked under the strain.
Now listen to me, Marston.
Oh, yeah, one other thing, Mac. Don't wait for your man Cass to come back to Bay City. You're never gonna see that slug again.
What are you talking about?
I have something that belongs to you.
No, I can't take that back.
I can't keep it, Jamie.
Listen, I gave you that ring because I love you. I still love you. So no matter what happens, I can't take back my love. Lisa, you look at that ring every day and remember how much I love you. We're not finished. We're not finished with each other. Not until the day I die. This is your lucky day, Miss Public Relations.
Why?
I know the guy who's going to be directing this documentary. He's terrific. You're going to love working with him.
Oh, that's good. Delaney made it sound like a nightmare.
Oh, no, not with this guy. He's terrific. It'll be a breeze.
Well, where is he?
Well, he's introducing himself to the guys at the desk. I told him you were in here. Yeah, come on in here, buddy. Yeah, there's somebody you got to meet.
Rick, we already know each other.
What did the doctor say? Oh, I'm fine. So's my baby. See, I told you. Yeah, her only complaint is that I haven't gained any weight.
Oh, well, I certainly wouldn't worry about that. I think you look great.
Yeah, I wish I felt great.
Hi, is Vicky around?
Yeah, she just got back from the doctor's.
Hi, Vicky.
Hello, Jamie. Nice to see you. I think that it's about time for Allie to have some fresh air. I can use some, too. So, we're just gonna go for a little walk. Come here, cutie.
Just a little walk around the building.
I guess we'll be back in about half an hour. So if I get any phone calls, see ya.
How are you?
Physically, I'm fine. So's the baby.
Good.
Jamie, is there something particular you wanted to see me about?
Yes, there is. We have to work out some kind of arrangement.
What do you have in mind?
Well, we have to come up with a decision together, if we can.
If you can, you mean?
Listen, I will try to put aside any antagonisms I may feel, and I hope you'll do the same.
I don't have any antagonisms, Jamie. You're the one who's always angry.
Yes, well, I have good reason. But in spite of that, I will make every effort to be pleasant from now on.
Well, I'm happy to hear it.
And I intend to be a part of my child's life before it's born and after.
Our child, Jamie.
And I've been thinking about names today for some reason for our child. And I want the baby to have my last name. What do you think?
Well, I intended on giving it your name. I mean, everybody knows it's your baby anyway, and unless you had any objections.
No objections.
Well, good. Then he or she will be a frame.
Now, as far as financial support is concerned...
Oh, forget about that.
Why?
Because I have enough money to take care of me and my baby.
Fine. Then that covers it.
No, it doesn't. Jamie, is that all you came to say?
For now.
Well,
What about what?
What about a commitment?
I have just given you my commitment.
To me, Jamie.
No, that is not possible.
I love you.
I don't think you really do.
Don't you think you could learn to love me in time?
I don't want to love you.
Well, then don't waste my time.
Don't miss all the happenings in Port Charles. Watch General Hospital tonight at 10, only on SoapNet.